Wafi bona joge Biafra Rokobore Amako Kariamano Uramo Wafi bona joge Biafra Rokobore Kariamano Uramo Wafi bona joge Biafra Rokobore Amako Kariamano Urugo Wafi bona joge Biafra Rokobore Kariamano Imanadika Dinta Jaravia Nkene Bugabaya
Hakuna Matata
Imanadika Dinta Jaravia Nkene Bugabaya Ogano Chure Aso Coach Betena Bagati Ogago chere asa coach, but no baget it in
Uproot. Thank you.
Brother Masibala, Makine, Sike, Kiweli, Sigiro, Vasamo. Yes, your imam. Yes, in a madam, Makiwer and the Gego. Imanabu Kagam, Makiwa, yes, and do her well, weekend to her
Osa.
Do her well, weekend to her Sabo.
Biafra is here already and nothing will stop Biafra. Thank you, Lara. Don't clean, you're welcome. Watching from Canada. Thank you. Ngozi Muren.
But you are called them, baby, a fraga, beer to Tundegan, ora. But you are called dear womb, baby, a fraga, beer to Tundegan, ora. Toma.
Yeah. There's something I want to say quickly before I continue playing that song. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Raphael Chamakajere here. Raphael Chamakajere, Pastor Van. By the grace of God, I am the Deputy Minister of Communication, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. My Minister of Communication is Mazi Akbarawa Sone, and we are under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa the Dragon. And I am honored to be also, by his grace, the self-acclaimed armor bearer of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Yes, I know for some days now I have been very, very busy, but I want you to know that I've been bearing the armor. I've been bearing the armor. I've been bearing the armor ruthlessly at that, and there is nothing that will take it from me. I am telling you, even with one leg standing, I will bear the armor. Even with one leg standing, I will jump into Biafra. I am telling you all that. There's something that I begin to reason why this music is playing. But meanwhile, Nnamdi is sleeping, and I know I'm going to introduce Nnamdi to you guys very, very soon. When Nnamdi will be strong, rock, solid, I will bring him and greet you guys. Some people are concerned, don't show the face of your son. Cover his face. Let me tell you, my son's face is another face of Biafra. Nnamdi is another face of Biafra. And you know what happens with Nnamdi? Nnamdi's own is so unique because Nnamdi may not even be ready to start going to school before we declare Biafra. So Nnamdi will be actively involved in the building of Biafra from the cradle. I am convinced that even before Nnamdi becomes 2 or 3, everything about Biafra would have been settled. Before he's even 3. So it means that Nnamdi will be at the very foundation of Biafra because he is the open door for Biafra. That is why anybody that have not tapped into the grace of Nnamdi, you don't know what you miss. So Nnamdi Ajere, he has an Italian name also. His Italian name is Federico. Federico, because my faith in Biafra is so rich. So I had to make sure that my son is inundated with everything about Biafra. So for me, Biafra is like the expectation of the heaven they used to tell us before. You know, when I was growing up at the age of 14, I embraced Christianity and I gave my life to Christ the way we say it those days. I became born again. I was speaking in tongues when I was only 14 or 15, thereabout. I was already casting out demons when I was 16. And so the love for heaven and the kingdom have always been in me. So we have always been expecting heaven to come. And there is this joy that you feel. Some of you that can relate. There is this joy and excitement you feel whenever you remember heaven. There is nothing on earth that interests you. And that's why some those days when we sing, we say, Jesus. Ewerewem Jesus, ewerewem yai, unuwerewem motolile, ewerewem Jesus, ewerewem Jesus, ewerewem yai. There is such an excitement in you. If the devil appear before you when you are born again, that is genuine born again, or born again in the Atutupoyoyu, or born again in the Asher, or born again in Dori, born again. By any born again. That time, if by mistake you commit sin, you will be crying from today to tomorrow. If by mistake, he made mistake, maybe why I walk on you, one nigga big dark one. If by mistake, I remember those days, the very first time I had a contact with wine. Hey, because the very first time, I don't want to tell you people some of my stories. I will keep it for another day. So when I did that thing that I was not supposed to do one day, I cried. When they bring food before me, I don't want to eat. You know why? Because in my mind, how will I make heaven? So I will miss heaven. I have now committed sin. I will begin to cry. That's purity in you that you don't want to pollute. You have that imaginary white garment that you don't want to stain. That's exactly how I feel about Biafra. The garment of Biafra is so pure that I am wearing it and I don't want anything to stain it. I don't want Nzama to interfere. I will never ever cooperate with the zoo. Cooperation with Nigeria will put a stain on my Biafra garment that nobody will be able to wash. There is no dry cleaner that will be able to wash away the stains that Nigeria will put on your white garment of Biafra. So I am trying to juxtapose the religious, life of one who gives his life to Christ and one who is completely born again in Biafra. One who has a passion for the restoration of Biafra. Let me tell you why Biafra is more important for me. I am not telling you that born again is not good, though. I am not telling you that there is no heaven, though. If there is anything in heaven, I believe that I have to experience it here, because Christ said that if you are not born again, you will not see. So that means the kingdom is what you see before you enter. Oh, Jesus, help me. I like preaching this gospel. I like preaching this gospel. The kingdom is what you see before you enter. If you cannot see it, then you cannot enter it. So that means I must see Biafra before I talk about heaven. And so that is why for me, my primary objective is Biafra. Any pastor that is telling you, hey, why are you putting Biafra ahead of heaven? I will tell him, come on, Jesus, are you mad? If I don't get Biafra, then I should as well forget about heaven. If I do not fight for Biafra and I'm fighting for heaven, it's misplaced priority. I don't know if somebody is getting me. That is why I was born for this. And I mean it. I mean it. I mean it with every fiber of my being. I was born for this. And then when, deep, collect onto deep, when iron begins to sharpen iron, and then the connections begins and the puzzles are put together, you will now understand the reason why the prime minister is connected with myself, Amazi Akbarawa Soni, and all the cabinet members of the Biafra Republic of Israel, everyone that is actively involved right now. That is why, let me tell you something you must consider very, very important. it is more important and better for you, even if you are at the last seat of this bus taking us to Biafra, even if you have no seat and you are standing, as long as the vehicle that is taking you is Biafra Republic government, the Prime Minister being Simon Ekpa, anywhere you are, any position you are, even if you are not doing anything, but you are inside that box, one day, hold your ground. Don't let anything displace your position. When Mazin Namkan is saying maintain your position, that's what he's talking about. If there's anything that makes you belong to this particular government or to this particular movement, and you are connected with the Prime Minister, don't let anything deviate you. Any distraction, consider it a demon and deal with it precisely. Make sure they are dealt with completely out of your way, because this thing is real. It is real. You know why it is real? Because it is something you must see with your two naked eyes. It is not something imaginary. It is not something that you are promised. We have been promised heaven. We are going to see it after we go. Am I correct? After we are dead. Because you cannot go to heaven if you don't die. But Biafra is something that is real. You have to work for it because you must see it. You cannot enter if you don't see. So many of you are working so hard to enter, but you have not seen, and you are wasting your time. You are preaching another gospel. You are believing a lie. That is why our fall that is on our hands is to deliver you from any conspiracy that is polluted, that will lead you to the wrong direction. If you are on that path to perdition, one day, wake up now and retrace your step. I'm telling you, wake up now, just now. If you know anybody that is not on this ship, on this particular ship that is sailing to Biafra, I can guarantee you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, this particular ship in which I am is sailing to Biafra. And if there is no Biafra, then there is no heaven. I say a lot of things at the same time, and I don't know whether they are too deep for you to be able to decipher. If there is no Biafra, then forget heaven. So the only thing that convinces me that there will be heaven is that Biafra must be, because I can smell it, I can feel it, I can see it, and we are there. I can see the obstacles. The obstacles is the proof that it is real. I can see all the oppositions. That's why the Apostle Paul said, a great and effectual door has been opened unto me, but there are adversaries. The adversaries are the trophies we must get on the way before we get to the Canaan land of Biafra or Guinea. Those obstacles on the way, I am telling you, we are going to surmount them all. All of them. All. There are family obstacles. There are state obstacles. There are village obstacles. Every obstacle on your way. They are burike. Come and take the power. If you don't have it, we have a lot of sockets. You can plug in. Because some of you are lily-livered, very weak. You don't know how to confront. Come and connect and recharge. Connect and recharge. I'm telling you, if you are sharpening yourself with like-minded, there's no way you will fall by the wayside. No way. No Jupiter will fall you. Look for any crystal ball available around you and look, ask them, this Prime Minister, is he taking us to Biafra? Is this this Ekpa was on it? All these people, what they are saying, how do you see it? It is permitted. I have done it. I am convinced. There's no doubt. That's why even the devils fear us. And so don't come and advise us and tell us, hey, look, be careful. Somebody was telling me, delete those pictures. Those pictures you are putting, delete that. My friend, stop. Just stop. The worst thing that will happen to you is when they sell fear to you and you embrace it, you are gone. You are gone. Look at me. Look at us. We are not scared of the world. We have overcome the world. We are not scared of Nigeria. We have defeated Nigeria. We are not scared of Britain. They are already under our feet. We are not scared of America. They will obey us. They will obey us. We are not scared of any one of them because we have authority. We have power. If So don't mind the people that are interested in feeding their stomach and anything. I just look at them and some things that Nnamdi is displaying. I say, the little children. You know that when I hold Nnamdi on my hands, Nnamdi will be crying. Yeah. Okay, the mother is crying. Yeah. Immediately you see the mother like this. I give the mother connect, yeah. Connect, oh, yeah, chair. How connect you go? Where did you go? You must connect. If you don't connect and you are connected to the wrong one, the one that doesn't have the supply, there is a supply for you in Biafra Republic government. The supplies that you need for the protection of Biafra, for the security of your future, for your independence, for everything that will make your life better. It is fully packaged in this government. Don't go and invest elsewhere. You will waste your life, waste your resources, you become bunkum. Bunkum. What did I come to do? How long do I have? I have about 40 minutes right here. And we are going to update you from the office of the Prime Minister. We're going to go there. And there's so many updates going on. In fact, it is hard for us to catch up. There are so many people here. The Ruby is here. Everybody, the important people are here. Dr. Ruby, I appreciate you. You know, Biafrans are here and they are listening. Thank you so much for joining me. Every one of you, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. I'm telling you, there are so many people that will cry. Garamara. You know, even in your Bible, it is written, had I known, will always be the last cry. And there's one beautiful thing about this government. If you're no longer interested, you don't want, you feel you have been doing this. Look, there is no offense that will make me, to disconnect from this life that I've already connected to. You understand? Like Nnamdi now, no matter how you want to pinch Nnamdi and offend him, as long as his mother is concerned, that's the connection. Don't take him away from his mother, because she's the one that has what he needs to live, to survive. So if anybody distracts you, disconnects you from your source, and then you are in trouble. You are gone. So I'll better be a shoe cleaner in Biafra than to be whatever you want to offer me in Nigeria. So that's why this bus, right, this chariot taking us to Biafra, anywhere I sit in that bus, so far I am inside that bus, anywhere I sit, I'm okay. Carry me to Biafra. Carry me to Biafra. So it is not because I am Vam that I'm saying this. If tomorrow, if Vam is a position and somebody can take it, I will willingly give it to someone else, as long as I don't lose my place in this bus that is taking me to Biafra. That's how important this particular bus, because there's no Jupiter, no other bus is going to Biafra. No other one is going. The one is also this is the last bus. This is the last bus. No other bus is going. Every other one you see, they will look so fine and beautiful. They don't have petrol. They don't have petrol. But this one, everything we need to get to Biafra, it has already been guaranteed. We have everything. I'm telling you, supernaturally, we have everything. And so just hop in and let's go. Just hop in and let's go. Please listen to my Dr. Ruby and thumbs up and share this broadcast. Let's go. From the office of the Prime Minister, there are lots and lots of things. And I will need to put the link, because since I have 40 minutes, it means there are some people that might want to come in, and because I have missed so many things. I learned that Delilah was, Delilah, do you know that I didn't catch up with what Delilah did? Maybe somebody can update me. The only thing I saw Delilah's picture with what's his name? With Efayoba. So I have picture with Efayoba. And I shake my head, and I didn't know what actually, went down there. I have been very busy with my boy, and I am favored now that he is asleep quietly, and the mother is also asleep, and so I'll be able to do something for like 30 minutes before I go and bring my stepdaughter from school. All right, so let's go. where we at. I'll share the screen before. A lot has been happening. A lot has been happening. Maybe I should first, since I've already seen this. Did people know that the Zama are still crying? The Zama are still crying. Their sheep have completely been deserted. They have deserted. You know, there's confusion in their camp. Manana Agwaha, from the beginning, we were telling them, you people should stop this nonsense. This one. Okay, let me play this particular video to you. I cut it out early this morning before I will go for the update from the Prime Minister. This one might interest some of you because some of them, they are finding it very difficult to even come and say, PM, we are sorry, or we are not waiting for their sorry anyway, or to actually face the facts and speak the truth that will save their lives. And they will not keep beating about the bush. So this one has come, and he is now, you know, saying more things, like he said on his video of cover me, make I cover you. Now listen to this one before I will go to the updates from the PM.
My people are animal the campaign of Anambra Kayono. No, same Anambra Nina Kaino. I have and just no do that the campaign. I gave put everything as in the heart will talk him. When I in Gonya Jujo about sister down all. If I were you, I will refund all the whole money IPOB here and the key fine over. Get to a hegalo. Get to attachment tablo. See, Munya get to a hunu galo. Unu kushi is washing. Unu kushi IPOB. Elika, maybe any person drop what with the Ghanaian analyze care where forgot our guy, we know who you are. You a sabon ticket. You will be do boy. We know all those things. Okay. You actually put your autopilot as man again and Maria Wachi na loco. And the Maria na udele na lo. Maria na Ima Prisima Mezu Keno Greece na loco. Man actually put your autopilot as man I have for onion nona APC nanya. He have for yan udele na loco ijele speak. Na kai reason yana. Oh no no kita. Talk for this video. I know man for any autopilot as my enemy. Because Muamano Katanasigi autopilot are being recruited by Nigerian government. Why you are working direct with the Nigerian government? Who is Maria? Who they want to generate on a send the star. Mean a live video. If they marry Kenya on Maria, they want to last 2 weeks on no send the rolling star. Okay, it's an hour and a half. Money idea share is an autopilot. Okay, autopilot to your enemy. Money jelly and the Maria they want a watch. It's not your enemy. Then you talk and make your such animal, don't you? Then you put say once an autopilot. Oga, I very proud autopilot. What will you do? And I will be it over and over and over again, being it in IPOB. But just send your puppet cabals.
Okay, now this young man is saying these things about Ikenguruagu, and he is rightfully telling you that there's no way, you know, he will be against autopilot. The people that are calling autopilot, you know, we have actually gone past that stage. We are now a government. The people that are calling autopilot are actually the Biafra Republic government. Now, in that same video, I watched his video yesterday. All of them, I watched it. In that same video, Achebe was heaping praises on Delilah. He was saying Delilah, the law of his own leader, Delilah. But in the same vein where he's telling Ikenguruagu, so you are a friend to somebody that is a friend with APC. You don't have any problem with APC. You have no problem with Ifayoba, but you're having problem with autopilot. You know, he said it's not possible, that he has nothing against autopilot. But do you know that this same Yoruba, that Achebe Paul is rightfully telling you that he is a wrong guy, that this same Yoruba have received praises and accolade and acceptance from Delilah. Delilah is Uchechi. And now, and you are heaping praises on Uchechi. So how do you just oppose? You see, and he actually said in this place, let us reason. No, your reasoning is wacko. Your reasoning is completely demented. It's not complete. We reason, and we reason completely. There's nobody that will affiliate with Nigeria, with anybody in the zoo or with zoo politician that will ever be in our good book. We can never place them anywhere. Whoever you like, if you happen to be our friend in the morning, and then in the evening, you become a friend of the zoo, or maybe you are my friend in the morning, and in the evening, I see you lip-licking or lollipopping with any zoo politician or anybody that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have completely condemned. That is the day I mark you bad. Because there's no way you can spoil my joy or stain my white garment. The Biafra garment is a white garment. That's why when you say you are whiter than white and whiter than snow, it means a lot. It means a lot. You don't compromise in any way. You don't compromise. So you cannot accept Uchechi and call her our leader's wife when you know that there is nothing she is doing in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. She is actually supporting the enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. She meets and groans with them, and you have no problem with that. Yes, you are rightfully speaking now that autopilot is not your enemy. You understand? And there's another one I'm going to play to you where he's actually saying that Simon Ekpa is his man. He will support him 1 billion times. But at the same time, you know, in the same video where he said that he will support Simon Ekpa, he is also saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said we should follow Simon Ekpa, but are we still listening to him? He's trying to tell them they are no longer listening to Simon Ekpa because he is not going to openly tell you that Simon Ekpa is a good guy. You see how they are demented, how they are misplacing their, I don't know how to categorize these people, honestly speaking. Well, I don't want to spend so much time there. Let me play the second video that I have of him, and then we'll move.
What killed them? Sons of people committed a sacrilege. They are not on IPOB, not hide. If you or a combination, you be a community and not on IPOB. They could go near several times. Any person now support that idiot, Anya who just be against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are confused for nothing. I prefer Simon Ekpa and autopilot than that idiot known as South Africa. I will choose Simon Ekpa 1 billion times than working with Chibuze Egwato. Go to this video.
Why are they always saying cut this video? Cut this video. You know that Mazi Ekpa is the only lifeline you have. You know that the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Ekpa, is the only hope. Your saving grace. You know, you don't need to say cut this video. Whether they cut the video or they don't cut the video, you know it's the truth. The reason why you are mentioning Mazi Ekpa and putting him in the right place is because you know that that is where he has always been. But you must be very careful. He is not Simon Ekpa. He is the Prime Minister. It's not just that Simon Ekpa. And you cannot even tell us you would choose him ahead of Ikenguru. Ikenguru is a tout. Ikenguru Can you compare him or try to juxtapose or place him alongside the wise one, the dragon, the Prime Minister, Takata Abosia, You want to compare with a hungry man, a tout, a loser. No. That's why you make error there. So, up to now, you have not woken up. Up to now, you haven't. Let me take it back a bit so that you will repeat what he said.
I prefer Simon Ekpa and autopilot than that idiot known as South Africa. I will choose Simon Ekpa 1 billion times than working with Chibuze Egwato. Go to this video. I said it, and so shall it be. And the will change. The will any person can change their mind.
He's, the illusion in his mind is this is somebody fighting Master Simon Ekpa, but in his mind he believes in Master Simon Ekpa, and he's telling you that nobody can change it. That's because you believe he is the way maker, he's the miracle worker, he's the finisher. Nothing can change it. He said that is how it will be forever and ever. These people, they never cease to amaze me. The way he was repeating his line, I began to ask myself, this guy, is he already part of the Biafra government? I don't understand. He said nothing will change it. Let me repeat it again. He said that's how it will be. Nothing will make him change his mind.
I prefer Simon Ekpa and autopilot than that idiot known as South Africa. I will choose Simon Ekpa 1 billion times than working with Chibuze Egwato. Go to this video. I said it, and so shall it be. And
he said, I said it, and so shall it be. And you know one beautiful thing, let me tell you, in case you don't know. All of you, our Prime Minister have nothing with you. He's not fighting you. The last problem on his clock is any one of you. If there's anybody he's thinking about now, you can see how he's focused on the impostor. the illegitimate president in the zoo. How he has been focused on it, exposing him and dismantling the government of Nigeria. That's the only thing in his focus. Because we have a program, we have a blueprint. You people are not part of that blueprint. You, Achebe Paul, Ikengurago, DOS, none of you are in that blueprint because you don't count. None of you count in this particular subject of this restoration. So all the things you are doing is just, we call it side show, side attraction. For the road, game for the road. As we are going, we'll just be watching you. I will be laughing. I will just be playing it. This one don't come again. This one don't confess again. This one don't talk again. Waiting this one talk. Waiting Delilah talk. Waiting Bad Bug talk. Waiting Tike doesn't have talk. Side talk. You are not in his project. That is why, because he is your prime minister. Listen to me. Because he is your prime minister, he wishes you well. He wishes that one day you will realize that he is working for your good and actually do what you are doing to support him because it is for your own good. That's what he would do. A wish, that's his wish. It is not something he's going to work on. The prime minister, Master Simon Ekpa, is not going to work on you people or make a program or make an activity or anything or a project or a plan for you, because he already knows that you people know exactly that he has come to deliver you. But all you people did was to try to be a stumbling block on the way of the one that have come to deliver you. And because he knows that your stumbling block cannot stop him, because he is on a rocket speed. So everything you are doing is only propelling his speed. I'm telling you. It's only propelling his speed. So all these things you are saying, it will be better for you. It will be better for you to acknowledge already your prime minister. I don't know, let me see. I'm seeing a comment here. What is it? Pastor Vam, get ready for more open confessions. Okay. Honestly, I'm not seeing your comments. I just saw that one. It just I was curious to see what that brother wrote there. So all this, your acknowledgement and all these things, I am sure it is giving you some kind of peace. You know, somebody that have been telling lies and have been deceiving people, manipulating people. If once he comes out to say one truth, out of all the truth he knows, he'll just come out and pinch out one. That night, he will sleep well. That night, he will say, thank God, at least I have been able to, you know, release this one. And then he'll be asking people, what do you think? What do you think Simon Ekpa will do with this? Do you think he will be happy? At least he will now know that I am on his side now. Abi, I am telling you, if you go to Achebe will be asking people, what do you think, Simon? At least Simon Ekpa will now know that I am no longer fighting him now. At least he will now know that I'm no longer fighting him. So at least I have said something that will show him that I am not with Ikengo Ragu. At least I have said something that will make him know that even if all these people are fighting him, I will stand on my own. That's what they are doing. Some of them that we see, they'll come out and say, Simon Ekpa is doing something. He's not our enemy. They are actually saying it to put it there, to put it out there, so that when jungle go mature, they will use it as their receipt. As their receipt, I say, look, that means when others were fighting you, me, I was telling them that you are not the problem. Look, did I come after so and so time? Did I open my mouth again to attack you? Was I not the one that was telling them that the King Guru Agu is this or that? Was I not the one that was telling them that the leadership were not doing anything? So they are using it for their own safety, to have a safe landing. That's what it is called, a safe landing. You are not our problem. You know, at the end of the day, Biafrans will decide what will happen to all of you. Biafrans will decide. You know, so the way you play your card now will either make or mar you. The way you play your card now, it will either make you or it will mar you. So be very careful. Be very, very careful. So it's an advice. If you anybody that knows them, tag them and tell them that Vam said something. You know, I am just telling them a piece of advice from my own, so that they will save their future for themselves. Let me play it to the end. It's a very short video.
I prefer Simon Ekpa and autopilot than that idiot known as South Africa. I will choose Simon Ekpa 1 billion times than working with Chibuze Egwato. Go to this video. I said it, and so shall it be. So shall it be. And the will change. And any person can change their mind. Nobody will change his mind. Because I have known him, a criminal. He's a sabon ticket. He talk I'm not alone as the same struggle with all this thing. My motor can. Yeah, on my motor. On my gun and a motor. Or one of your friends put a new motor or my video. I am motor. You will look 200.
This guy is very funny, you know. All right, that is it for that. And a lot of comments. I know that some of you have said a lot of things. Somebody said, I desire that all Biafrans should unite and fight the battle as one. I don't mind if all that went astray will come back sincerely and honestly to fight as a, you know, there is a government now. There's a government, and the government does not go against anyone that humbles themselves under the government, because there's not going to be two governments in a country, only one government, because Biafra is a modern country. So that's why anyone that have the interest of Biafrans at heart, they will come under the government. You know, and the government does not penalize them, will not fight them. All they do is come to the government, inquire about the government. We are going to Finland. We are going to Finland for the declaration. Those of them that are in Europe and they want to make Finland, they should begin from now, because Finland is in November. So they can begin from now and inquire what are the qualifications for the convention, because it's not just an open party, it's a convention. There are qualifications to get there. Some of them might be able to meet the requirements if they begin to process it now. And who says they will not be part of the convention? Why not? If they begin to process it now and they submit their details and everything, and then we know that they meet up, because we are not afraid of what they will do. They have sent hired assassins. They have sent poisoners. They have sent kidnappers to Finland. Some of them were stranded in Denmark. Some of them, they got into Finland and they were frustrated. They were rejected. They were thrown away. They couldn't even get close. Remember the last time we had a convention? The last time we had convention, they threatened that there is going to be a massacre, there is going to be a destruction, there is going to be a sniper, and all that, and all what have you. We had the convention very peacefully. Some of them even sneaked in. Some of them sneaked in, and they did all their boo-boo yaya. They sneaked in. I'm telling you, some of them, even those that were asked not to come, they eventually came. They thought they were going to penetrate and do something. But for where? They couldn't even get close to the prime minister. And the prime minister of Biafra Republic government, there is so much glory around him. So much glory. If you have a negative spirit, if you see him, like this, I'm telling you, that spirit will just drop. There's too much glory. And that glory is the light of heaven. You can't come with evil and succeed. So that's why we are not afraid. And there are so many people that are concerned. We're concerned about the prime minister. We don't want anything to happen. And nothing will happen to the prime minister. Nothing. Even the highest evil person come close. I'm telling you, the way we are neutralizing the zoo in Biafra, that is the way, that right before him there, he will be neutralized. He will be neutralized. I'm telling you. So don't worry, those of you that are concerned. What if they come to Finland? I am telling you, the prime minister even gave an open invitation to Iwanyang. Did you people see it? Did you people see it? In case you didn't see it, I saw it. There's an open invitation to Iwanyang to come to Finland. Hello? So that will show you that we are not afraid. Because we know they can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. So if they like, let them come. You know, I need your four. Come with all the native doctor and all the juju, everything. Come. Immediately you step into Finland. First of all, the atmosphere of Finland will captivate you. And by the time you get to the arena, you will be neutralized. Security is top-notch. Security is top-notch. I am Vam. I was there, live and direct. I saw the prime minister. There's so much glory. The glory is too much. There are some people that were sick. They even received their healing even by coming close. There are some people, I remember there was one lady that was being fingered and said, this lady have a very bad intention to the prime minister. He will do evil to the prime minister. The prime minister was not aware of those speculations. When the prime minister saw her, and she came, and obviously it was all a speculation. All those things they said about the lady was all a lie. I was in the office that day with the prime minister. The prime minister doesn't know. Even this thing I'm saying that the prime minister doesn't know. He doesn't know. I was surprised. When we were about to go, the prime minister saw her and said, look, you are here. Come and take picture with me. Come. Come and take picture with me. Even the lady was scared. I have been warned to stay far from the prime minister. I have been advised because there is suspicion around me. The prime minister is not even aware that those suspicions were around this lady. He's not aware. And the prime minister saw her and said, I am telling you what, I don't need to call names. I am telling you what I witnessed. Prime minister called her and said, come and take picture with me. He held her like this and they snap picture. They snap picture. So it now became that it was all a fabricated story. So even if there was anything real in those stories, I am telling you and I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, try it. If you come close and succeed, you will know that there is no God. Except there is no God. Except maybe Biafra is just nothing but fake. If Biafra is fake, then you will succeed. But if Biafra is not fake, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a genuine servant of God, and if Biafrans have suffered and God have sustained them and kept them for such a time as this to have their nation, try it. Just come close and see how you will be destroyed and defeated. I say you'll be destroyed. If somebody is even confirming here, he said, yes, I could remember. You are right. I'm telling you. They said this lady will do something. They have a gang up. They will plot evil against the prime minister. They have a plan to poison the prime minister. They will do. Prime minister don't even know all these stories that was going around. When he saw the lady, he said, come and take picture with me. At that time, you know, that time we were now in the office. It was not at the center when all the security men were just following him about, and all those people that had the iron to protect and to fire at. It was just the prime minister and us, very free. I don't know who was there. All of us were there, and the prime minister said, "Come," and then the minister of finance was there. We were all there. Come and take picture with me. He took, and everything was just. Don't try PMO. Worry sister. Yeah. Worry sister fired me with 50 pounds. Hey, worry. Worry, I for knock bell for you, but Nnamdi they sleep. You know what I go do? I go shake the bell for you here. Nnamdi they sleep. Nnamdi will see it. I will tell him. I will tell Nnamdi that Worry sister did something. Thank you so much, Worry. I appreciate you. There is an update I want to bring before I leave, because my time is short. Let me bring it because it's a long read from the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister wrote something and I needed to read it. There are so many things. There are so many updates here. So many updates from the PM. But let me just quickly read this one. The urgent notice. The urgent notice is a long read. So let's read that one. I have not even read it. I also want to be informed about it myself. So that is why I need to read it. At least I have another 15 minutes. Thank you so much, Worry Sister. I appreciate your love gift. Thank you so very much. Let's go. So don't worry, those that are planning to come and harm the Prime Minister, let them come to Finland. Come. Just pass, if you pass all the protocol, you have all the qualification to come to Finland. Come. Bianwa. Amiririegi. Lodge. Bianwan. Okay, let's see. Where should it be? It should be like this. Okay, like this. Worry sister. Worry. 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 Worry have given me another 50 pounds. Worry. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Worry sister. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Nnamdi, we're here. Thank you. All right, let's read this announcement from the Prime Minister. Very, very important. Oh, Worry is calling me. Wow. Worry, you make I put link. Okay now. It appear here. It appear here two times. I will call you. Make I explain something to you. I will call you. I'll call you. Okay. All right. Oh, let's read this. Okay. Let's read this. Announcement. Urgent notice to all concerned Biafran citizens worldwide to unite and back the Biafra government through engagement in the ongoing Biafra self-referendum voting. Fellow citizens all over the world, I have a serious and urgent message for you on the state of affairs in our country, Biafra. While we want to protect our own existence, the Nigerian government is using the blood of young Biafrans to fuel terrorism through cowardly crimes. Prosperous Biafrans living abroad are urged to lend their support to the Biafra Republic government in exile in our GHT for freedom, in our fight. Okay, this is fight. Okay, this is fight. I saw that before. I couldn't place it. I'll come back again. While we fight, this GHT is supposed to be fight. While we fight to protect our own existence, the Nigerian government is using the blood of young Biafrans to fuel terrorism through cowardly crimes. Prosperous Biafrans living abroad are urged to lend their support to the Biafra Republic government in exile in our fight for freedom. Nigeria has attempted to use conventional warfare against us, but we have resorted to guerrilla warfare and the delegitimization of Nigeria authority within the borders of Biafra. Nigeria stands on the precipice of collapse, threatening to drag down vulnerable ethnic groups with it. The onslaught of violence and terrorism, sponsored by the state and perpetuated by their security forces and Fulani bandits, have become distressingly commonplace, leaving other ethnic nationalities demoralized and defenseless. Our lengthy history of devotion and service to Nigeria is met with constant resistance and accusation of oppression. As the Biafra Republic government, it is our responsibility to educate the public about the serious dangers that Biafrans face. Biafrans have made a substantial economic contribution to their host countries, fostering trade between Africa and the rest of the world. But our requests for relief have frequently gone unanswered. The future of our youth hangs in the balance, necessitating immediate action to secure our survival. We urge you to unite in realizing. We urge you to unite. You can see the Prime Minister is at this stage still calling for unity. We urge you to unite in realizing the Biafran dream, preparing for repatriation, and bringing your investments back home, where safety will be guaranteed upon the restoration of independence. Through various declarations, we have sought to legitimize Nigerian authority within Biafra and establish legitimacy of the Biafra government. In doing so, we have met the criteria for state recognition under international law. Therefore, the Biafra Republic government officially notifies affluent diaspora citizens that we are engaging in diplomatic efforts to seek recognition and establish bilateral relations with other nations. Together, let us work towards a future where Biafra is recognized and respected on the world stage. We are also informing you of the forthcoming declaration of the restoration of the independence of Biafra Convention upon conclusion of our self-referendum, scheduled to take place from November 29th to December 30th, 2024. Let me go through that line again. We are also informing you of the forthcoming declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra Convention upon conclusion of our self-referendum, scheduled to take place from November 29th to December 3rd, 2024 in Lahti, Finland. This historic event marks a significant milestone in our journey towards self-determination and underscores our unwavering commitment to the principles of democracy, human rights, and justice. The convention will serve as a platform for dialogue, reaction, and solidarity among supporters of the Biafra cause, both within our region and across the globe. It will provide an opportunity to reaffirm our collective determination to uphold the principles of freedom, equality, and justice for all peoples, including the indigenous people of Biafra. We urge you all to follow the links below to cast your vote, get your accreditation for the convention, and apply for your Biafra national identification document. Decide your identity because it is one man, one vote. Decide your identity because it is one man, one vote. For the self-referendum voting, please visit biafrarepublic.gov.org. For the self-referendum voting, please visit biafrarepublic.gov.org and cast your vote, or call any of the numbers above. The voting will end on the 29th of November 2024, and you can assist your family members in voting only by their authorization. Your family members in homeland can vote through the link. This link here is also pasted on my Twitter handle and on the PM's Twitter handle immediately. You know, it is https forms dot. I don't know how to read this computer, whatever, but you can find it there. For Biafra National ID card application, please visit biafrasecurityadministration.org. biafrasecurityadministration.org. For the convention accreditation, please visit biafrasecurityadministration.org/event. That is if you want to attend the Finland convention. Okay, so that is it. And here there is a form, and it is very tiny. I will not be able to open it and read it, but I'm sure what we just read now is what is contained in this particular memo. What we just read now is what is contained in this particular memo. So if you want to have it to yourself, you can go and print it from the Prime Minister's X handle. It is there. Okay, thank you very much for listening to us this afternoon. Like I told you, this is coming from the office of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa the Dragon. I happen to be Deputy Minister of Communication. I have the authority of my Minister of Communication, Mazi Akbarawa Sani, who also doubles to take authority from the Prime Minister, and we do everything we do under authority. We are a government, and nobody works against anything. We are working for the interest of Biafra, and we are not important. It is Biafra that is important. So we move. Airborne. So I'm going to leave it here as I go and pick up my little angel from school. I'll see you guys later if Nnamdi permits me. If Nnamdi permits me. I'm doing both babysitting and omowo at the same time. So you should bear with me. I'm doing babysitting and omowo at the same time. It's not easy. So when I have a little time, I will come. But I guarantee you that we are always airborne. Airborne! We move. All right.
I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is the message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
Mwerenda siputa maka mwere onwe ka anyị na-aga biko kulie n'oge ruo biko kulie ihe jamalike n'oge ruo the spirit of Biafra biko kulie n'oge ruo nwere ndị Biafra gidi ebube biko kulie n'oge ruo Omadike no na dungeon, umukekwe ki hereme ya e. Odike, mbosi ike rura joba dike. Biko kulie nuko, noge ruo. Biko kulie, iye jamadike nukoge ruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in SI, Mazi Simon Ekpa, it won the Sumudu Sriga Banero Naibunazo. Everybody has done for my Ebudo. Mazi Simon Ekpa, Emesu Wongwere, Onyendu. Iye Jamadi Geruo, Imamba Simon Ekpa Wujie. Iye Jamadi Geruo, Simon Ekpa Watatatawo. Ojuda kwenyi, mwikwero nyenduki nemetata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Mwa Prime Minister Veronye, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you, Mwa Simon Veronye. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize a referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom for Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you're looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Ogwe Bucharangwe, Mazi Simon Ekpa, Ogene. Mazi Simon Ekpa, Biko, GC. Gaga Nogu, Atakata Kaina Bogi, Ojuda Way, Kiwoloyendu, Kine Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and it's the promise. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Prime Minister Veronye, and you got one who got I will follow you, and I will follow you, I will follow you, what's that on the Veronye? Oh, Madike Biafra, Nahi Boroga Biarole. jamadi keruo Biafra Republic government awudie Ihe jamadi keruo Commander Jetule Kweshiri General Buduso Zona Atakatawo